If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe and bell icon for more videos. Peace out, guys. Hey guys, MUT Gamer back here for another video. Guys, today I'm going to tell you how to snipe in MUT 18. And if you're new to MUT and you're like, what's sniping? That sounds like a Call of Duty term. No guys, sniping is the idea of flipping. Just like in real life, we have real estate. In real estate, you buy a house for one value and then you sell for another value. You always make money back. That's how sniping works, but we do it with coins and we do it with cards. So the idea is there's a couple ways to snipe, a couple different methods of the whole sniping process. One is called flipping. Flipping is buying a card for a set value. Let's say you buy a card for 10K. Now, that card, you're buying that card for 10K, most likely because that card goes for at least, let's say 13K up. Now, with that in mind, you always have to keep in mind a 10% tax. Now, let's say a card, it goes for 10K. The next card after that is up for 9K. If you buy it for 9K, you're not going to make any coins. You're literally going to break even and make exactly what you bought it for back. Now, with that in mind, let's say you do end up selling a card. Let's say you buy a card for 15K and the next one up is 25K. Then you can sell the card and make coins, and that's called flipping. You're making coins because of a differential between the lowest card up and the next card up. Now the next way is the more 59th minute method sniping, and the 59th minute method sniping is what you do is actually you do exactly what I'm showing you here. Let's say you go to all offense, elite, and then bears, and as you see, 59 minutes. So what I'm going to do is you can go through each single team all the way from the Bears all the way to the Vikings, and your objective is to get the 59th minute. And as you guys see, the 59th minute here, it's not here, so what you want to do is, kind of narrow down your filters. But as you go through, you see, some of them you won't see 59 minutes because there's not that many players on the screen. And with that in mind, if there's not too many players on the screen, you can see right here. So this one is the newest one up. But with the Bengals, for example, it doesn't look like this one is the newest one up, as you can see. I believe it does display the first 100 cards. So with that in mind, the first 100 cards are going to be shown on your screen. And this actually this is the newest one up, my bad, because of the fact, as you can see, the first 100 cards are displayed. So as you're going through, let's say the Bills, the Broncos, you want to find the 59th minute. Now, of course, some of these cards, because it's day one, there's not going to be as many people on, so the 59th minute method is not going to be as effective. So day one, I recommend going more toward the flipping technique. So let's say, for example, this Jameis Winston was about 9K, right? And the next cheapest was 14K. I would take the Jameis Winston and I would sell him right back for 13K and make a profit. Now, with that in mind, technically speaking, yes, I could buy the Jameis Winston right now and sell him back for 13,800 coins, and I'd make a little bit of profit. Nothing too special, but I'd make a little bit of profit. That's called flipping. Now, the issue with that is you really want to be careful. Flipping, although yes is great. You make coins back. Sometimes you can get burned. And usually when it's like that close of a differential, I hate doing it. I hate sniping those kind of cards because differential is so close that the chance of you losing coins is so great. So you want to make sure you don't do that kind of stuff. Don't go for those type of snipes because although, yes, again, they might be real fun to go for, they might be easy to go for, the reason why not many people go for those is because of the fact that the chance of you losing coins is great. Because let's say you put yours up for 13,800, right? Someone else pulls him the same second you do that, they undercut you, right? They're going to undercut you, and now you can't undercut them or else you're going to lose coins. So with that in mind, always make sure, I like to go for like a 3 or 4K price gap at least to make sure I'm able to, keep in mind that I'm not going to lose coins. So again, first thing we cover right now is going to be card flipping. Card flipping, again, is just going to be buying a card for one set value and reselling it a little bit more and making a profit. Second one, again, was the 59th minute method. Now, again, 59 minute, when, Madden 18 is out for everybody. This is only EA Access, of course. 59 minute is going to be a lot easier to cover and a lot easier to do. But for right now, 59th minute is not going to be probably the best route day one. Oh, sorry, not day one. in the first, let's say, couple hours of the game. Because obviously, once everyone gets it, let's say the 25th, when everyone has Madden, that's when the 59th minute method is going to be money. Because all you have to do in that time is go on here, and when people pull packs and they by accidentally put a card up, let's say for 100 coins, you're going to be able to get that 100 coin snipe. Now again, if you do not see the 59th minute, if you go through here, let's say right here, let's say this was completely filled, right? There was 100 cards on here, and I see 56 minutes, all the newest card up. What I would do is I would go through here and I would sort it by 80 to 84 overall, and so I can see the, a lot less cards up, and I can actually go more narrowed down and see the 59th minute. Now with that in mind, it applies to any kind of filters you do. Whenever you're doing filters in this game, you just want to narrow it down so you can see the 59th minute. Other types of sniping is going to be a sniping during the weekend and selling during the week. So obviously, let's say, for example, Team of the Week is out, right? Team of the Week is out, and it's the weekend. Everyone's pulling packs. People putting this card up. This one card they put up for is like 1,100 coins, right? 1,100 coins, whatever. There's like 6 billion of him. But okay, next week or during the week, the Team of the Week prices, they rise because of the fact that not many people on and not many people are selling their cards like crazy. So therefore, you buy the 1,100 coins, you snipe it 1,100 coins, you sell it back during the week for, let's say, 5,000 coins. You make a profit. And that sometimes can be very, very risky, but it can pay off so freaking much. That kind of is like in my opinion, a snipe / investment, because you're investing into these cards to sell back. But it can also be a snipe. Let's say, during the weekend, the card's going for 3K. You snipe these cards with 800 coins each. You sell them back during the week for 5K. You make a nice little chunk of change. And that's, you sniping the cards during the weekends. Obviously, investing does go in with that, but that's more of or less, the investing sniping. Like you're in sniping to invest in it later. So that's a nice little tip. Is going to be, the snipe invest. Other than that, obviously, there's so many different types of filters you can use. Day one, not as much, especially because, again, on the 25th is when sniping really is going to become a thing and really important. But day one, there's not many filters to go through. Obviously, there are some filters. It's not like there's completely nothing, but there's not as many. Throughout the season, when the sniping filters start to come in, I will make videos covering all that on which sniping filters are the best to use. But day one, there's not as many great, things to go through. So again, to recap what we've learned so far, number one is flipping cards. And simply just buying a card. Let's say this was up for 9K. I flip it for 15K. And make sure the price of the cards actually makes sense. With that in mind, number two is going to be the 59th minute method. Let's say I go to the Bills and this Tyrod Taylor's up for very cheap. I buy him and I resell him because that's the 59th minute. Someone might have just pulled him and by accidentally put him up for, a bad price. So with that in mind, that's number two. Number three is going to be the snipe investing, where you snipe during the weekend when people are pulling packs, and then you sell during the week. And that's going to be pretty much the four main techniques, or the three main techniques on how to snipe in MUT 18. And especially early on, day one, the first couple of weeks of Madden, that's going to be the best way to snipe. It's just simply, going through and then, taking advantage of that. Now, number four is going to be sniping through sets. Now, what I mean by that is if you go ahead and go to upgrade sets, and you go ahead and go over to Legends, the best sets to snipe day one are going to be Legend sets. Now, Legend sets, if you go ahead and go in here, obviously you're going to have some coins to do some sniping. So with that in mind, let's say we go Chris Carter right here, right? And I go to buy it now, and I see, okay, 10K is the cheapest one I put up 2 minutes ago. I could technically right now buy this card and sell it back for 13K. I make a little bit of a profit. Now, the reason why I'm not trying to snipe any cards in this video exactly is because these prices, again, this is before Madden 18 even released. So I can't, I don't know what these prices are actually going to settle at. So they're not worth it right now. Like these prices are pretty much dictated by people just being on the game. So with that in mind, that's why I'm not sniping as I would day 1 right now. We'll be sniping a lot on the 22nd when more people are in the game. But going through these sets and doing exactly what I just showed you there, just clicking on the card, seeing if the cheapest one up, is it a snipe? If it is, buy it and sell it, bam, go to the next set, and keep doing that over and over again. You can do that for legend sets, which is going to be the most effective way. Other than that, though, you can do that for any other set that is released. Now, the beautiful thing about sniping legend sets is, let's say you get the most expensive card for like 10k, and let's say you normally goes for like 100k, you can actually probably complete the set, get it done, and resell the card and make a pretty good profit back. So with that in mind, that's also why legend sets and all types of sets are really effective, because you can complete the set. So with that in mind, the 5th way to snipe is going to be sniping whatever promo is in the game. So depending on whatever promo is currently in the game, the best way to snipe is going to be literally just going ahead and, you know, taking advantage of the promo in the game, the cards are in packs, and going to the auction block, looking up those cards and buying them as people throw them up on the auction block. So kind of taking advantage of whatever promo is currently in the game and sniping those exact cards. That does apply with packs, with, you know, whatever packs are in the store, whatever, you know, promos again are in the game, whatever solos are in the game, all that kind of stuff. You can take advantage of a lot of different sniping methods by just literally watching what's in the game. So with that in mind, guys, that will conclude our video. 5 steps on day 1, how to snipe in Madden 18. Again, overviewing card flipping techniques, flipping cards. Number 2 is going to be 59th method or 59th minute method. Number 3 is going to be invest sniping, so investing and sniping at the same exact time. Number 4 is going to be completing sets by sniping the cards and then completing them and selling for more coins. And number 5 is going to be simply just watching the game, watching what promos are out, watching what comes in the game in packs and everything like that, and just simply making coins by sniping those items and reselling them. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.